Good day everybody. We are expected to solve this equation 10 raised to the power of x negative x squared is equal to x raised to the power of x. So it is imperative to understand that we are expected to solve it. In other words, we have to give the complete algorithm for this particular question. Now foremost, what I wish to do is, as always, I will just consider the given system 10 raised to the power of x negative x squared is equal to x raised to the power of x, and I would like to take log to the base 10 both sides. So when you do that, you get log 10 raised to the power of x negative x squared, base is 10. This is log x raised to the power of x, base is 10. Now we know a formula, log a raised to the power of b is equal to b times log a. So utilizing this is going to be x negative x squared times log 10 to the base 10 is equal to x times log x to the base 10. Now we also have a formula that log a to the base a is equal to 1. Because of that, this is going to be 1. So you have x negative x squared is equal to x times log of x to the base 10. This can be rewritten as, by taking x out, x of x, this should be 1, right? You take x out, let me rewrite it here, x is taken out, so you get 1 negative x is equal to x times log x to the base 10. Now if I were to push this to the left, I would have x of 1 negative x times log x to the base 10 is equal to 0. X and x can be taken out, so this is going to be 1 negative x followed by negative log x to the base 10 is equal to 0. Now if a into b is equal to 0, this implies a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0, right? So this would mean x is equal to 0 or 1 negative x negative log x to the base 10 is equal to 0. Now x is equal to 0, we go check the question. Question says x is strictly greater than 0. So that would mean this has to be dropped. We drop this because this is not going to be existing. So this is what is existing. So you got 1 negative x. I'm going to push this negative log x to the base 10 to the other side. So you get log x to the base 10. So you have two systems, or I should say you have two functions. So you got 1 negative x on this left hand side and log x to the base 10 to the right hand side. Now you have to check the nature of this function and compare it to the nature of this function. So what I mean by nature of this function, you got to find if this 1 negative x, if I were to take f of x is equal to 1 negative x, you got to find out if the function is increasing or decreasing. Now why is that necessary? Because only if we know if the function is increasing or decreasing, we will be able to zero in the solution. Let me show that to you. Now this function is defined for all x greater than 0, right? Now as x is increasing, clearly the function will be going down. So that would mean f of x is going down. So this is a decreasing function. So let me draw this. F of x is going down. Now let me take this log x to be g of x. So g of x is equal to log x to the base 10. So what do you think about the nature of log x to the base 10? Now between 0 and infinity, log x is strictly increasing function. This is strictly increasing. Now these two functions has to meet according to the system to be in existence. So if you want the system to exist, these two functions f of x and g of x should meet, should intersect. And when is that possible? They can only intersect at one particular point, or in other words at just one point. So you can clearly state, since f of x is decreasing and g of x is increasing, they can only intersect at 1 and 1 point. Probably I can write it like that, at 1 and 1 point, just to stress the fact that their intersection can only happen at one particular point, at only 1 point. Now since I mentioned that 1 point, we need to know when, or I should say, what is that point? Now you got 1 negative x is equal to log x to the base 10. Now these two systems should be equal to each other. In other words, left hand side should be equal to right hand side. So when is that possible? Clearly this can only happen when x is equal to 1. If I put x is equal to 1 over here, log 1 is 0. 1 negative 1 is 0. 1 negative x is 0. Right? When x is equal to 1. So left hand side is equal to right hand side only when x is equal to 1. So this means x is equal to 1 is the solution. You follow me? It's a lovely question, and to get full marks for this question you need to substantiate your argument with the information that I've given you here. Thank you everybody. Enjoy your day.